Thank you. There we go. There's comments. Thank you, Cody. Hello, Dewey. Thank you, Purple Trucks. That's weird. Billings, Montana. Montana is one place I have not been to yet. I'd like to. Hello, blue collar guy. It's going good. It's my day off. For the day. I work tomorrow, though. Hello, Washington. I have been to Panama City a lot. I go down there and I rent one of the slingshots. I get the lime green one every time. Oh, Wisconsin. I'm in Baltimore once a year in November. I'm feeling good. It's been a good day. Oh, hello, South Carolina. Thank you, Larry. I'm on 3 different platforms right now, so if I answer comments you don't see, it's because I'm answering somebody on a different platform. Eastern Pennsylvania. I don't know what part of Pennsylvania I go to, but I know I go right through there on the way to Baltimore. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Corey. I know. I went thrift store shopping today. And I went to a real fancy antique mall, and the prices were just ridiculous. There was a giant candy dish with a lid for like $675. No lie. It's crazy. I think $30 is the most I've ever paid for one piece. I think. I'm pretty sure. Baltimore was okay. It's okay as long as you stay in your hotel. Yeah, once you left the hotel at Baltimore, it's all bets are off. You don't know what's gonna happen. I am in Indiana, about 20 minutes south of Indianapolis. I started collecting uranium glass not long ago. It was during the Kentucky Tow Show. I went into the Goodwill. I found a salt shaker, and I bought it. That was my very first piece that I knew I was buying. I discovered some that I had here already that I didn't realize was uranium glass till after. Hello, Alabama, Ohio, and Vermont. It's the tow guy. It's weird. I've always been known as the tow guy, and then this uranium glass thing took off, and now I'm in two different genres. It's weird. Yes, Trader Baker's is where I found a lot of it. We're 20 minutes south of Indy because they redid the highway. So there's no stoplights along the way anymore, and the speed limit's faster. Yes, I still drive the tow truck. I work Sunday through Thursday, full time, on call 24 hours. And I have Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays off due to the whole social media thing I had. It was getting to the point I was going to have to choose one or the other, either drive a tow truck or do social media. So this way I can do both, and it works out good. Plus, I got surgery coming up in 2 weeks, so we're trying to take it a little bit easy. That way I don't make it worse before I can make it better. Hello, Canada. Is uranium glass worth anything? Everything's worth something to the right person, but it's getting more and more pricey every year. It's just antiques. Just antiques, and it glows pretty. Thank you, Andrew. I appreciate that. Hello, Totels. Mr. Deweese speaks highly of you. Yes, I'm the guy who went searching for uranium with a flashlight. I don't really have a favorite car to tow. They're all about the same to me. Just some are harder than others. Jason, yeah, maybe it was Jason who told me about you, not John. I don't know. It was one of the two. I know when I hang out with them both together, they do all the talking. I just sit there and listen. Thank you, Jared. In Indiana, you just need a for-hire license, which is equal to a chauffeur's license. Hello, Australia. Thank you, darling. Have I thought about starting my own business? I think every driver thinks about that at least once. There's a lot to it, though. Once you get into it, you realize how much there actually is. You got paperwork and payroll, insurance. There's a lot of stuff, a lot to it. I'm not sure about the radiation. I know they used uranium to color the glass, but it's just a very small trace amount. They are worth money, but it just depends on where you buy them and who you're selling them to, as to how much. It changes all the time. My favorite piece in the collection, probably the bird feeder I got. There's like a little bird feeder right here. It's weird. A bird feeder made out of uranium, and I got a toy bird sitting out in front of it that way. Kind of lets people know what it is. I have not seen the Uranium Girls show yet, but I keep hearing about it. I'll have to watch that. I did survive Baltimore. That's 2 years in a row that they haven't been able to take me out. Although it gets close. Last year, as soon as I arrived in Baltimore, first thing I witnessed was a guy getting his windshield busted out as he drove by because he didn't pay the guy who washed his window. This year, the first thing that happens, I went in a gas station and some guy I'm pretty sure he was going to rob me. He was trying to get me in the corner of the gas station to plug his phone in for him. He handed me the plug, and he's like, "See that outlet right there?" Like, yeah. He's like, "Can you help me plug it in?" He tries to hand me his charger. Like, push it in, dude. He wasn't happy. He was trying to get me in the corner for some reason. Thank you, Totels. I appreciate that. My day's going good. Oh, there's Spanish comments. I don't know Spanish. Yeah, I'll be working tomorrow. What's the best thing about your life? Living, waking up every day. I look high and chilled out. That's just me. I'm mellow. Yeah, not all that glows is green. Yes, I'm on call 24/7. Yeah, I wouldn't be high. I was always, my thing was uppers. I was never in. I'm already mellow and chilled out. So. Hello, Mexico. Thank you. Yeah, I went to the flea market last week, and I was like, "Hey, I got a black light flashlight." But I didn't bring it, so I ran the AutoZone real quick and bought one. Went back in the flea market. And, uranium glass everywhere. So as I'm filling the cart up with what I can because it was so cheap, I started to realize I didn't have a cabinet to display it in. So, but on the way out, we saw this cabinet here for $20 for the whole cabinet. Well, heck yeah. Yeah, I just collect it. I don't sell it. Yeah, it's $20, I think. I think because this front cabinet didn't have the glass in it. But I just got some chicken wire and put it on there. Thank you, Christopher. It's a fun thing to look for, especially if you go into the thrift stores or whatever with your black light and you're looking, and the people don't know what it is, and you get it for dirt cheap. That's an awesome feeling. I don't know if I have anything really rare or not. I don't know it I haven't been able to read up a whole lot about it, like what's rare and what's not. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of this glass, I grew up with it at like my grandma's or relatives' houses or even my house. I remember it. I remember a lot of these pieces. Thank you, Dustin. I remember a lot of them being used for ashtrays over the years. Ever eat these candies? It's my addiction. They're freaking good. No, it wasn't me running down the street. I do have that outfit though. How much do you usually pay for glass like that? The most common pieces you'll find are teacups or plates. Teacups go for between $5 and $8 around here, and plates go $8 to $10. I'm in Indiana. Do I know Wes and April? I don't know. I might. I'm not good with names. Yes, Michael, that's me. Used to be. Thank you, Tammy. They sell towing supplies. Okay, I probably do know them, I just don't know their names. Thank you, Michael. Hello, Kentucky. Have I ever thought about going to heavy wrecker? Not really. I like to work by myself. I'm a loner, and I'm pretty sure with heavies, it's like a more than one person working on the same truck, right? Doing the recoveries. Yeah, they were. Yeah, there were uranium glass blowing up like that. Took me by surprise a bit. Hmm. COVID. It's still going around. I did not see the Mitsubishi. What kind of waterproof gloves do I use? I just use these regular cheap gloves from Walmart. They're real thin, like $5 for a 3-pack. That's all I use. But they keep your hands warm enough, but you can still text. Yeah, I went to the store in Mooresville. They do have a bit. Yeah, I don't like the big thick gloves because then I can't really feel everything. No, they just don't feel right to me. So I use the real super thin ones. I'm doing good. I could be related to popcorn, you never know. My family did come from around his area. Yeah, I don't care for gloves too much. I don't know. I like them just enough just to keep my hands from getting all oily and nasty, and because then when I touch everything in the truck, then they get all nasty. So I wear the gloves just to keep my hands clean, basically. Why did I pick green? I didn't. Green picked me. I went viral when I was wearing green, and I thought it was cool, so I kept wearing green, and just hear people say, "Hey, you're the guy from that video." And then before I knew it, I was stuck with green all the time. But it's grown on me. I have had to drag some pretty big chains through the woods. 3 or 4 of them at a time. That's no fun. So most of the time in the tow truck, you're just driving. But then people don't realize once that car's, 100 yards down in a cornfield, you gotta grab all these chains, put them over your shoulders, and pull your winch cable as far as you can while carrying the chains. Usually through trees and weeds and a creek. Yeah, so it's a lot more physical than people think. I just collect the glass, I don't sell it. Yeah, uranium glass is very addicting. I have done good at walking away from a lot of deals, though. A lot of stuff. There's been a few things that I really, really wanted, and I had the money to get it, but I still walked away. I'm about out of room in this cabinet already. It's definitely overpriced. I'm sure my video did not help that at all. Thank you, Sean. What brought me to uranium glass in the first place? Probably a Facebook post. It's the first time I ever seen it or heard of it. Probably most likely around Halloween time. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's probably the first time I found it. Yes, Nicholasville. That's where I got the salt shaker. Black light. It's just a light. I bought an AutoZone black pocket black light. They use it for finding antifreeze leaks or air conditioning leaks in cars. They're from $10 to $20. That's all. Pretty cool though. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's the light. Just a little LED pin light from AutoZone, $20. I keep hearing about this uranium spider. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, the USS Sachem. That's a good story. And when you're standing there right in front of it, it's amazing. I think so much bigger in person than it looks on pictures. Thank you. What up? The spider made a uranium glass. That's one that some guy made himself, I believe. So I'm guessing you could melt this glass down and make whatever you want. It'll still glow. How old is all that uranium glass? They outlawed it. They made it illegal in the 20s or 30s, somewhere around the Depression. Because then they started using uranium for other reasons. But then after all the wars and all that, they lifted the ban on it. So some places still use it to make stuff. Yeah, a lot of it though, the original uranium glass before the ban's around 100 years old at least. How dangerous is it? From what I've read, it's not very dangerous at all. They say your cell phone puts off more radiation than this whole cabinet. Yeah, my glasses, those are wild. They're not uranium though. They were just really cool glasses I found online, and the eye doctor hooked me up. Yes, if you put a Geiger counter on it, it will give you a reading. Hello, Arizona. I love Arizona. Yeah, Goodwill, thrift stores. Where can you get this? You can go to towtruckwags.com, and I have my merch on there. It'll take you to my merch site. Yeah, it's easy to remember. It's towtruckwags.com. It's brand new. I haven't even announced it yet, but I have a website. But I do. Hello, Missouri. Caddy to Barber. My look-alike. I don't know what the rarest piece is that I have. I don't know the history behind all these. I just buy them when I find them, and then I look them up. I just haven't had time to really look them up yet. How's the weather been? It's been crappy for 3 days. It's cold and wet and rainy. 3 days in a row. My 3 days off. Are you still in Shelbyville, Caddy to Barber? I was in Shelbyville a couple times recently. I think you're cutting hair on Fountain Square, if I remember right. Yeah, I went to Kentucky this weekend to do my live videos on the Witch's Castle and the USS Sutton. I keep ending up in Florence, Kentucky. I don't know why, but I'm always there. I thought so, Caddy. My kids still live in Shelbyville. I probably shouldn't have said that to a million people. Nice. Sorry, kids. Sometimes I forget how many people are watching when I say stuff. I did my follower count yesterday. I added the TikTok with Facebook because after the uranium video, I blew up on both apps. And it's over 1 million now total between the two. I've been trying to get there forever. Although I'm sure a lot of them are repeats. They followed me on both, but I count it as 1 million. Yes, I do roadside and police rotation. Hello, Georgia. The funniest towing story I have, oh man. There's so many. So I keep track of my reach in terms of location. It tells me in my analytics where most followers are and where second most and third most are. So I guess kinda. I glance over it. Thank you, Corey. I do have big plans for the Slow Down Move Over awareness for 2024. Just trying to finish up this year now. Get a surgery in 2 weeks, and that should be it for this year. It'll take me into the next year, and then get to go from there. Hello, Texas. I haven't had a rollover forever, it seems. I've been driving the snatch truck a lot, though. While my truck gets repairs, so. Hello, Missouri. I always look tired. I'm a tow truck driver. We always look tired. What kind of surgery? It's on my back. I got a nerve in my spine touching a vertebrae, so they're gonna cut out part of the bone so the nerve will stop rubbing it. See, it affects my legs. We haven't had snow yet. We had flurries the other morning for 20 minutes, that's about it. In the lights in the cabinet, I don't know what they are. I really don't. I know my flashlight's at $3.95, but I'm just using the old basic LED, or not LED, the fluorescent tube black lights, and I don't know what those count as, $3.65 or $3.95. I wish I did know. Thank you, Dario. And I can't wait for the first snow. It's the best. When the snow first falls, everybody's in the ditch. Even if it's my day off, I'll come in and work if that first snow flurry hits. Knee replacements, ouch. Man, that would suck. We've been gypped on snow here the past few years. We've only got like one good snow every year, and that's basically it. Thank you for that. Positive Yamans. My favorite go-to drink. That's the only thing I've drank for years. It's got to be the Monster. Every once in a while, I have a Yoo-Hoo or a lemonade. Have you ever towed a fan's car? Yeah, a lot. It happens a lot. A lot of times people will get towed and it'll be my day off and someone else will be driving my truck. And then The other driver gets out and they're like, "Oh man." I thought Wags was gonna come, and it's funny to me, but that's kind of sad for the other drivers, though. They probably don't appreciate that. No more hot chip challenges. Nope. Those are done. And that was a one-time thing. That sucked. The best part of towing is that the world is my office. No 2 days are the same. It's just you in the cab of the truck, and you don't know what you're going to see that day when you wake up. When you first wake up, get out and start the truck and pull out of the driveway, you don't know where you're going to be. I could be in Chicago, or I could be in Virginia. It just depends. You never know. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. I love the look of the uranium glass. Van life videos, yeah, I watched those for a while. Those were pretty cool. Thank you, Dylan. What got me into towing? I broke down, and a friend drove a tow truck, and he did me a favor and towed me home, and it was cool, I thought. So I called and applied for a job, and they let me ride along with him for a couple days to get a taste for the life and the long hours and see if I really wanted to do it. And I did. Do I prefer the small rigs or the big rigs? I like the international flatbed with a extended cab. Extended cab or crew cab. I don't like single cab. I like to have a back seat. There's been times I'll be driving and a migraine will hit me, and the seats on an international don't recline all the way back, so it's good to have a back seat to be able to go back in and lay down. Right, Scott? It's weird. Two totally different sides of TikTok or the internet. Two genres. I think the flatbed's better than the wrecker trucks. But that's because I was trained in a flatbed. If you ask a wrecker guy, he'll say a wrecker all day long. The wreckers and the rollbacks kind of go back and forth on who can do what and who can't do what. They're always trying to outdo each other. But that's fun, though. A good rivalry between drivers. Yeah, I love flatbeds. A Peterbilt. I've never drove a Peterbilt. I've got to climbed up and looked in one once. It's pretty cool. I don't care for dollies too much. I'll throw dollies, but I'm not the fastest at it. I take my time and I'm pretty slow at it just because I got a bad back, but I can do it. I just don't like to. I don't think anybody likes to throw dollies. Yeah, rollbacks are not good in a parking garage, that's for sure. Seven years. So I use this app called Prism to go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. It's pretty cool because I can see comments from both YouTube and Facebook in the same feed. But it doesn't show me how many people are on. It's the only thing I don't like about it. How long have I collected this glass? What? Not long. Just since the Kentucky Toe Show when I bought my first piece. It's just been a couple months ago. That beard looks like it's glowing. It's because it is. It's crazy. And there's Opal. He's still around. Yeah, I'd like to find some different colored glass. Of course, I prefer the green, but it's nice to have variety. Do you stay at the yard or do you go home on nights you work? I go home. I'm on call 24 hours, so if I stayed at the yard, I'd never go home. Yeah, how Opal, he's what, 15, 16 years old now. He's been around for a long time. He's my best friend. He wakes me up in the mornings. It is just a little pin light from AutoZone that they use to check for radiator leaks, antifreeze, or leaks on your air conditioning system. Just a little pin light. It's like they go from $10 to $20. Yes, I-69 is finally finished in my area. Yeah, I heard they're good for finding scorpions. We don't have scorpions where I live, but I'll find a scorpion one day with this, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I should probably stop shining at my eyes. Definitely. I went blind once for like 3 days. Had a set of contacts. They were like light blue. And I decided that, you know what, I want, dark green eyes today. So I thought it'd be a good idea to take a Sharpie. And I colored in the light blue part of my contacts with the Sharpie. It changed the color of the contacts and it stuck. And I put them in and it worked all day long. But then the next day I got up and my eyes wouldn't work. I couldn't open my eyes. They got some kind of infection. And they were just swollen shut. For like 3 days, couldn't see. It's the weirdest feeling. Hello, Chicago. Yes, it worked. I had green eyes for the day. That's all that mattered. Thank you. I love making the field trip videos. I think they're fun. And I love that I'm able to share the experience with you guys. You guys give me the reason to do the little road trip videos. I would probably still go to those places anyway, but you guys give me reason to research and get information more than I would for myself. So it's pretty fun. Have I ever done repos? I have. Yes and no. Officially, we haven't. We don't do repos. But there has been people that have called us and said they want their car towed. And then we show up and the guy comes out of the house, "What are you doing?" And we find out that it was a guy from the car lot who arranged the tow because he wanted that car repoed. And instead of paying a repo guy, he figured he would just send a regular tow truck, thinking we just grab the car and pull it up and drive it and drop it off to him. And people do that trick a lot. People also try and get tow truck drivers to steal cars a lot. They'll find a car they want to steal and get the address, go home, call the tow truck people, and tell you, "Yeah, we got this. There's a Ferrari at this address I need picked up and dropped off here." I'm thinking the tow guy will just go up, hook up to it, drag it up, and take it. But that don't ever work out right the way they plan. Usually people who try stunts like that aren't thinking very clearly anyway. A white Crown Vic. I will keep an eye out. I do not have a Geiger counter. I think it'd be cool to have one though. I'm curious now. Keep having all these weird names pop up. They're all foreign names that I can't pronounce. Trying to join my live. It's like they want to do a live at the same time with me. I'm almost afraid of what they'd be doing if I clicked accept. You're at the gas station and my sticker is there. That's great. I've seen my sticker at a few gas stations. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Make sure you get the yellow glasses. Yep, I got those. Michigan was really nice. They were very awesome people up there. The circumstances were sad, but the people in Michigan were amazing. I mean, they still are. A lot of them still talk to me. It is not the same stuff that's in a glow stick. Yes, it's not a laser pen. It's a pin flashlight. I need to stop shining at my eyes. I'm just trying to show off my glowy beard. You were working on the railroad right beside me a month ago. You guys are fun to watch. We'll sit in here and watch the security cameras and watch the railroad people work. The glass, the most common thing you'll find is teacups and plates. Teacups are about $5 to $8 and the plates are $8 to $10. You get into other stuff like, candy jars and serving dishes, it gets a whole lot more expensive. But it's worth it, I think. There's been some strange people in the comments on TikTok tonight. Thank you, Trenton. It was nice to be there. Candlesticks are probably my favorite. They glow so dang bright, it's crazy. Thank you, Tacky. I wish I could make more videos with the cats. I feel like I'm exploiting them for views when I do, so I try not to do a whole lot of them. Yeah, I just picked up a juicer today. A little juicer thing. It's pretty cool. I love the juicer. I guess I could do like a show and tell, kind of. It's the juicer. Pretty wild. I had no idea they made them like this. It's like you put the orange or whatever, and you smash it in there, and then it has a spout on it where the orange juice collects, and then you blub 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 right in your cup. This one has like a stand thing on the bottom. Pretty cool. I got this and 2 salt shakers today for about $30 for the whole set. From uranium glass, Carl? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, they say you can eat off of it, just not in excessive amounts, but which seems weird to me because, well, you got a juicer here and you're smashing your orange all over the thing, collecting the juice inside of it and drinking it. I'm sure back then, though, they didn't know. Or did they? I don't know why uranium makes it change the color of the glass is why they used it, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. Then you get plates. Plates are pretty common, but it's all about what pattern they have. Like, I think this is called like a royal lace. It's one of the more sought after pieces because of the pattern. Then they have other ones that are special pattern that's on it. It stands for We All Get Home Safely. Although the H is silent. There's the salt and pepper shakers. It's probably my favorite, maybe, because it was my first piece I found. I found it in the wild at a Goodwill. Yeah, I love the brightness of the candlesticks. They're like naturally like a yellowish, greenish lime color. Bam. And they get really, really freaking bright. Do I have a sugar / cream set? I don't think. I'm not sure what this dish is or what it's for, but it's pretty neat. It's got like a floral pattern in it. It's hard to see, but there's flowers in there. It's the photo bombers from Baltimore. That was cool. That was the best dinner ever. We had lasagna. It was awesome. I went to lasagna again. That was good. Yeah, I'd ate at that place, not the night before, but the night before that. The first night I was in Baltimore and we got the steak, and it wasn't that good, and the service wasn't that good that night either. But we gave it a second try, and lasagna it was definitely worth going back for the second try. I guess I should have known better than to get a steak at an Italian restaurant. I should have just stuck with the Italian. I'm getting better at seeing that real specific glow that uranium glass puts off, but it is and it is. Or I'll use the light on something that I'm sure is uranium glass, but it don't glow. But, come on. I do not own my own company. Come on. Just a driver. Ow, sorry. I'm trying to bring attention to it as much as I can. I think I've definitely made an impact on the slow down, move over awareness, at least a little bit. I've seen people get over more in my area at least. It's still not enough. What's the point of the glass? It's just pretty. It's the fact that it's over 100 years old. It's really cool. And then it glows an awesome green. That's all. It makes me happy. It's almost like my Zen garden. Sit there and look at it, and it's real relaxing. That's the reason you got in a wreck. Disabled car didn't put flashers on or pull over. You'd be amazed how many people's car breaks down and they just leave it in the middle of the lane, right in the middle of the road. And more often than you would believe, they turn their car off, lock the doors, and leave in another car. And they'll leave their car sitting right in the middle of the road. It's crazy. Your wife has a piece. We do. I'm not sure. I don't think there's really anything you can do to make a non-glowing piece glow. Vintage lava lamps, that would be a cool collection. I remember lava lamps from when I was a kid. That was a fun thing to sit and watch. Hello, Joni. Illuminati, huh? I don't know them. A measuring cup would be cool. I haven't really had any cool toes lately. It's been kind of quiet. I've been spending a lot of time at shows, going to toe shows and uh, slow down, move over events lately. I'm invited back to the Utah one this coming year. And the Utah people are hooking me up in Vegas. So that's going to be really fun. Yeah, the snow's coming, so it's the calm before the storm right now. Towed a lowrider. Oh yeah. Yeah, we tow lots of lowered cars. There's always a way to get it. You just gotta know the tricks. '71 Monte Carlo. Man. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Hello, Michigan. Yes, Dawn dish soap makes miracles happen in the towing world. No, I'm not gonna eat another chip ever. Never, never. It's fun looking for the uranium glass. I have a good time searching. Yes, it was very painful. Best place. Goodwills are good if they haven't been hit already. No snow ever in Miami. Yeah, I like Florida. Anxious to go to the Florida Tow Show this year. Keep hearing about is a thing called estate sales. I don't know anything about them, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to end up going to an estate sale. Find out what it is. Hello, Colorado. Hola. I think the Florida Tow Show's in April, maybe. I think. I'm super excited about it. I don't know if that's my favorite or if Baltimore's my favorite. It's one of the two. Hello, Indianapolis. Yeah, the tow shows are definitely worth going to. Opal is right here on my lap. He hangs out with me. Sorry, they asked. Great. Very, very needy cat. That's okay though. Thank you, Tracy. Ran into me in Gatlinburg. I've been there a few times. I like Gatlinburg a lot. So much to do there. You could spend a week there and still not do it all. A lot of money though. Craving potato chips. Something salty. ghost hunt. Is that the one they had in Baltimore? I had a lot going on in Baltimore. I couldn't get away from nothing for even a minute. Yeah, it's crazy. They didn't know the danger of it at the time, but you live and you learn. We all have to learn some way. These two little balls here, they're not uranium. They're just little glowy toys I have to play with. And do fancy tricks with them, spin them. I dance in the dark with them. Glowing hula hoop. That would be fun. I do not keep up with football. I was always a basketball fan, and I followed the Lakers. That was about it. Right now I have 3 cats. I got Opal, and then I have 2 kittens that are just terrors. They're menaces. Hoping they'll outgrow it. Saturday night. Very boring Saturday night. I'm an old man now. Used to remember Saturday nights. I had so many things planned for the night. Hello, Jen. Thank you, Don. It's been a good weekend. Almost over, though, for me. Like, a little over 2 hours, I've clocked back in. Hello, New York. I am in Indiana, just 20 minutes south of Indianapolis. I've never been to New York. I'd like to go. I'm curious what it's like Yeah, I go through Franklin a lot. Auburn, Indiana. I'm not sure where that's at. I know I've heard of it. These are good. They're the most delicious thing I've ever had. Freeze-dried candies. They're addictive. I'm ready for the new Walking Dead to come back out with Rick and Michonne. Thank you, Blaine. Have a good one. Hello, Ohio. I know where Hope, Indiana is. I've been there. What are you looking for?
Flashlight.
Regular flashlight?
Yeah.
Oh. Alright, tablet's about to die, so I'm gonna shut TikTok off before the tablet dies on it. I'll still be on Facebook and YouTube though. Thank you, AV Cinema Photography. I'm just enjoying my night before I clock back in at midnight. My day off's over. That's all. Had an exciting weekend and coming to an end. You're good. Had 5,021 viewers on TikTok for the live. That's cool. I was live for 1 hour and 25 minutes on TikTok. Hello, Justin.
Here's to forever.
Oh, stop it. Oh, I'm dropping the candy. Well. Seems like it's getting slow. Yeah, I bet I would be busy being a semi-mechanic. Well, I'm gonna get off here and work on some of my videos. I've got tons and tons and tons of footage and I just never have put it together to make videos, so guess I could start doing that. Well, thanks for joining. Have a good one. Stay safe.